Inserting data into tables. Inserting data is the next steps once the tables are created, and we will see how we can insert the data into those tables. So let's look at the syntax for inserting the data. To insert the data, we use insert into statement or syntax to add new rows of data into a tables. Now let's look at the syntax. So the very simple syntax when you need to insert just one single row, the syntax is that insert into table name. You need to specify the columns. In case you want only in few columns, the data need to be updated. Then you need to specify the column and then the values. If you are entering the values in all the columns, then you can skip this step where you need to specify the column names. It's only relevant when not all the columns but only into a specific columns you want to insert the values. So values will be coming over here as per the names of the columns, what values you want to insert. If you have the requirement to insert multiple rows, you have this multiple rows statement, which is nothing but after a comma you start adding the multiple rows as it is mentioned over here. Now let's go into the front end and see how we can add these values into our tables. So here I am in the DB browser for SQLite, and we will go into the browse data option or the browse data tab. Within there we have the option or the button for inserting a new record in the current table. Before inserting the records, we need to choose the table from here, in which table we want to choose or we want to insert the records. Now let's select the salesperson table, and to insert a new record, let's click it over here and it will give us the option. And as you can see, ID is by default 1 because we must have specified the primary key over here in the text, and that's why it has picked up accordingly. We can start entering the values for the second column, which is name. Let's say the name is Vishal, and let's say the age is 30 and the salary is 15,000, and you will press tab. To add one more row, you will come over here and ask us to insert a new row, and the next column, let's say we want is maybe Mike, and the age is let's say 35 and salary is let's say 20,000. Similarly, we will add a couple of more rows. Alright, so here I have just added 5 records, and you can enter whatever records you have or you can follow along here to move ahead with the tutorial. So these are the 5 records that we need to add into the table, which is salesperson. Similarly, we can go into the customers and orders table to add records into those respective tables. Now in the next section, we will going to look at how we can query the data from the tables and get the desired output. Applying relationships within the table. Relationships between tables are established to enforce referential integrity, or if I say in simple words, it helps us to keep a check on a related table. For example, you should not be able to delete a customer if the order is present for that customer. You need to use a primary key and foreign key in SQLite to create many types of relationship between tables, such as one-to-one relationship. For example, when you have a salesperson or an employee which is related to a department, so you have two different tables, one is for the department, one is for the salesperson information, then you want to make sure that there is a one-to-one relationship between a salesperson and the department, as salesperson or any other individual or employee should be related to only one department. One-to-many relationship, for example, a customer can buy many different types of products. Similarly, you have many-to-many relationship. So for example, there can be scenarios where multiple salesperson are involved into multiple types of deals for closing those deals or closing the sales. Now let's go into the front end and see how we can establish the referential integrity, as it is said in the technical terms, or relationships, which is a more general name. So here I am in the table section where we have the previously created customers table, orders table and salesperson table, and what we will do is we will apply the relationship between the order table and the salesperson table as well as customer table. Since within the orders table we have the customer ID and the salesperson ID, both the IDs are present. So we need to make sure that this order table is related to these two tables. So for that, we will first select the table and then click on modify table. Once we modify the table, we got the similar screen which we saw in the previous section for creation of table. And if we expand this box to a little bit, you will see that we have a couple of more options like the default, the check, the correlation, the foreign key. And foreign key is the one which we need to apply over here on the customer ID and the salesperson ID from their respective tables. So to do that, what we need to do is double click over here. The values or the box will be generated for us, and we need to select the table name. So since this is cust ID, as you can see the column name over here, we will choose the customer table. From that, we need to specify which column we want a referential integrity or the relationship. So within customers, you have the ID column as the one which is customer ID. Now over here, it generates a statement or a key clauses, which is a default one. If you want to remove this, you have the option of resetting it, right? So again, I will just go ahead quickly and choose the ID from customer. Similarly, we have the salesperson ID, and now the salesperson ID, for that we need to just double click over here, choose the table which is salesperson and choose the ID over here. After that, we are done. So if I click outside by pressing tab, we will see that reference has been created. So over here you have the command which is created by default for you. You have foreign key as customer ID references, that means it is referencing to customer table, and within customer table the ID column. Similarly, you have foreign key on the salesperson ID referencing the salesperson ID into the salesperson table. This way it will always make sure that whenever you are updating, deleting or making any sort of operations which is related to removal or updation of data, it will have a check on the salesperson and the customer ID and will force you to not to remove that or not to update that if it is an sort of operation that is enforcing the customer ID or salesperson ID is present, but you are removing it from here. So that's the very quick way and interactive way by which you can apply the foreign key. And as you can see, it's very straightforward. You can just come to any table and say, for example, on customer you want to apply, you will modify the table and start making the process as we did with the orders table. In the next video, we will going to look at how we can insert the data into the table.